This was originally for my freshman year fall semester's Maganda's intern run open mic. But because you can't reserve rooms during dead week, we couldn't have that event. So I've been saving it for a while. I sort of don't like the way I wrote back then, but I guess it's been so long now that it feels like a totally different person wrote it, so it doesn't feel as intimidating anymore. But here we go. I believe that there is nothing said or thought more than the phrase, I don't know. I don't know is like hitting a brick wall, where our mind, in a state of confusion and desperation, tries to find a solution but only finds the phrase, I don't know. It's a wall that I can either stand in front of, stare blankly in wonder, accepting that I can't go further, or to struggle with my fist punching rough brick surfaces as it tears my skin, blood oozing and dripping to the pool. My bones screaming from the anguish of each blow, crying out indeterminable sounds, unwilling to accept the desperations in my action and the unmistakable outcomes that I can't control. I don't know. It's a thorn on my side constantly reminding me that I don't have whatever it is I want. Less than a year ago, during my graduation, I remember stepping down from that wooden podium with lingering thoughts of how I couldn't stop my voice from shaking when I spoke. To 200 plus of my fellow graduating seniors and their 2,000 plus families cheering in the background. Then my first day at Berkeley came. I met my roommates, dropped off my stuff, said goodbye to my family who had tears welling up, even though I'd just be 30 minutes away, and I would go back every weekend for the first year in Berkeley. The first few weeks passed by quickly, and as I met more and more people, I felt incredibly lonely, more so than I have ever felt in my life. I felt lonely enough that there were days that I would just walk for hours with my head down on the floor in no definite destination. I was lonely and I was proud to say anything. Too proud to say that I wasn't prepared for my classes. Too proud to say that for more than a month, I skipped all my classes because I felt so stupid sitting in those classrooms, unable to understand what they were teaching. Even though all my life, everyone told me that it was what I was good at. Too proud to say that I was being overconfident when I always told myself, it'll always be alright in the end, won't it? On the worst day of that semester, I was cramming at 5 in the morning. Had 2 midterms in the lab. I overslept, got yelled by my GSI telling me I would fail if I don't make it up. I ran to my midterm, linear algebra, failed it. Ran to my second midterm, right afterwards, multivariable calculus, failed it. 30 minutes later, I had my decal. My classmate had a birthday cake. I hadn't eaten for 3 days at that point. And eating that cake made me sick. I headed back to my dorm, getting beef short rib soup from Steve's Korean barbecue. And I forgot my keys. And I forgot to take a spoon with me. I took out my Altoid stand, took the lid off, and used it as a spoon. And I sat outside my dorm room, waiting for someone to come get me. I called all my friends that night. No one answered. That night, I seriously considered if I should be in Berkeley at all. From the moment I was accepted into Cal, I was filled with hope and aspirations of what I could accomplish during my 4 years. I have no problems admitting that I'm lazy, and I question every day that I'm here if I deserve to be in Lucifer. But I always thought I'd make up for it somehow. Maybe I'm I'm a selfish person. Maybe this is my punishment for indulging myself all these years. For the first time in my life, I asked myself what I really wanted, and I couldn't answer. When I was in preschool, all I wanted was my mom. When I was in middle school, I just wanted to be cool. And in high school, all I wanted was a girlfriend. Now in college, I couldn't say why I was a girl. I really wish that I finished this, but I never did. Just because it was not something I could finish at the time. So. But yeah, as you can see, it's been in my pocket the whole time I was here. And part of the reason why I got through that was because I had awesome people help me. So it was actual aganda. And I was the baby of aganda for a while, and the alumni really took care of me. When I was a freshman, I was really in trouble at 1 a.m. and they drove around for an hour trying to find me. I really appreciate that. And now I'm here and I try to do the same for all the lower classmen, just because I know it's hard being here for your first semester and first year. And it meant a lot. And yeah, so it makes me